Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be reading for the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'm having to move my mic around, so if it got loud, I'm so sorry. Guys, I will put timestamps in after the live stream is over. And don't forget, we're multi-streaming 3 different platforms. So we are looking at the week of September 29th through October 5th. I put October 10th on my notes. I'm trying to rush the days, and they're going by so quickly already. So your biggest cosmic influence, it's not Mercury retrograde either, y'all, but your biggest cosmic influence is going to be that Libra solar eclipse, and it's going to come in on October 2nd. And we did talk about it extensively last night. I actually went over all of October transits. You can find that video over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. Guys, don't forget, we are multi-streaming, so we're on 3 different platforms at the same time: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you, Sandra, for the audio check. I am going to start with a collective reading first, but I actually have one announcement that I would like to share with you guys very quickly. It is a short announcement. Guys, our 2025 astrology and moon calendar and moon phase planners are now available over on our PLR website. Links for our website is always in the description box. So I just want you guys to know that you will not be able to find these digital planners and calendars over on Etsy. These are sold exclusively on my website. So again, link is in the description box. All right. Now I think I forgot my fire sign banner, but we can start. I see everyone coming in. Dream Sequa on YouTube, Sandra, Diana, Michelle helping us over on Facebook. Yes, guys, I want to show it to you one more time because I'm so excited about it. I've been working on this calendar for almost a year now. And it's finally finished. And mind you, I've been working on it very, very slowly. But I tried to make it very user friendly. I tried to make it bigger than last year so that we could, see all the information clearly. I put a ledger on each month so that you can see what everything means. And then, of course, I made our very special moon phase planner. So a lot of helpful information there also. Guys, this is my trip to go visit Sandra manifestation. So this is how I'm going to manifest that trip. So if you want to go over to our website and download your digital calendars today, that would be super awesome, right? Michelle's got a little logo going. All right, let's start collective reading first. And I guess we should talk about the energies a little bit. I had a couple of you message me today. Guys, a couple of things. I keep my notifications off. If I answered you guys each time someone messaged me, well, I would never get any work done. So my notifications are off. And it's honestly because I use my phone for everything. I use my phone to run my business. I use my phone to record videos. I use my phone to have live one-on-ones with you guys, right? So notifications are always off. So please feel free to message me if you have a question. If you just want to get something off your chest, yes, you can always send it to me. I'm going to answer you back, I promise, within a timely manner. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. Energies today are going to be, I feel like, a little heavy. We're kind of stuck in this a little bit of an eclipse loop because we just had that Pisces lunar eclipse, and then we are waiting for this Libra solar eclipse. So as we're in this energy, especially this collective, and I don't mean just our collective, I mean like worldwide twin flame collective energy, feeling this energy very heavily. Guys, I'm on this journey too. So like I'm experiencing this. This is my spiritual awakening. So like I can't come out here and be like, oh, this is happening because of this. If spirit tells me I can, right? Because I have the answers. But if spirit doesn't tell me, then it's like I can't. I'm not gonna come out here and guess and tell you why this is happening. But we're all collectively worldwide definitely experiencing a heavier energy as we go through this eclipse period. Sandra says, I feel hungover. That's definitely what it feels like. And we call it the full moon hangover, but it's actually an eclipse full moon hangover. So it's actually going to linger until we catch that second eclipse, which is going to be the Libra solar eclipse on October 2nd. So if you're feeling a little heavier energy, especially after a little bit of a pick-me-up, right, like a little bit of boost of energy, a little bit of recharge, several of us spoke about receiving massive downloads during that Pisces lunar eclipse and for probably 2 to 3, 4 days after the eclipse as well. So if you feel like all of a sudden everything kind of slowed down and everything feels a little heavier, and I like to call it the dark cloud, my old friend may try to come and visit, right? It's definitely a time where we're feeling tested. And honestly, I feel like I'm always feeling tested. You guys always feel like at this point, I just feel like it's every day is a test. And I'm also getting to like where I know it's going to sound weird, but it's like, it's like every day is an opportunity for a test, right? And so here's the way to get an A. Are you ready? I'm going to give you like the biggest secret in the whole world. If you're feeling tested, excuse me, the way you're going to get an A on your test is you're going to implement what you know. And when you implement what you know, at the level you're at, because Spirit's not going to be like, oh, you're doing awful, you can have, right? As long as you're implementing what you know, you're going to continue to move through the energy a lot easier than, for example, if you don't, right? So if you're feeling tested, just start using the things that you already know to do. For me, I like to call him, the depression cloud likes to come and try to kick me every once in a while. But it's like, fortunately and unfortunately, I can't really like wallow in that energy because I know what to do. I know that there's several self-care steps that I'm supposed to take when I feel that heavier energy. So if you guys are feeling the heavier energy as well, or like Sandra called it, full moon hangover, implement what you know. Use those self-care practices. Do them daily into your daily routine. And that's how you're going to push that heavier energy back. It's how you're going to get through this eclipse season, in a much smoother way, I guess. All right, let's do masculine, feminine, collective. I'm going to use the angels and the ancestors, and I'm being told that we're going to read it out of the book. I'm going to start masculine energy first. We have water guardian, connect with your emotions. Feminine energy, we have oracle, wait for important information. And bridging energy, we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. On the bottom, we have the sage card, be devoted and committed. And that's what's happening. Like I just said, implement what you know. And not just here and there. It's definitely devotion and commitment. I mean, it has to be every single day. Something's not going to work if you only do it every once in a while, right? Like it has to be part of who you are. So I'm definitely picking up some daily routine spankings. Most likely we have slacked off on the energies or like on the daily practices. All right, water guardian. For divine masculine, and the angels and ancestors is going to be on page 114. So connect with your emotions. It says take time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. The water element that is in your blood, your tears, and your flesh, the water guardian represents angels of water who can help you dive within to understand the depths of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just feelings that are on the surface. They're also old emotions you may have locked deep within the shadows of your soul. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angels of water help you to hear the messages you have for you. They have for you to unlock your intuitive powers and energies of abundance. There's a lack energy here, and there's an emotional feeling because of the lack energy. It could be about missing something. I thought the collective energy yesterday was like really interesting, especially on the divine masculine side. It says your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel your emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad. They're all powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and need. Taking time to breathe and acknowledge them lets them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time. Unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. It's so interesting because while I was reading that message, I was getting another message. You guys should see the things that go on in my mind. Have mercy. I do feel like the divine masculine is experiencing some strong emotions. There is some sadness here. There could even be like some depression. There is an energy of lack of something. I'm missing something. I don't have enough of something. Something I used to have is not here now. I don't know how to get more of something. All right, let's look at the feminine oracle. It says, wait for important information. Wait for important information. The oracle is page 54. I opened right up to it. It says, wait for important information. Be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. The oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck. The ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, she is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess in ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. Extended message. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You're being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves because at this moment, you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There's an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you're willing to truly open your eyes. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. Dream Sequel, I'm hearing your name a lot as I'm going through all of these messages. So I know that you're watching, and I know this is collective, but I just wanted to mention it because I feel like I may forget to say it. And I'm also hearing something about breath work. So I know you talked to us about doing some breath work, and I know like I'm stopping right in the middle of this collective to do this, but I just want to mention it because I feel like I'm going to forget. Let me know if you would be interested in doing a breath work like tutorial or workshop with me. Like we could do it together. let me know. Or maybe you want to do it by yourself. I don't know. I'm just being told to mention it. So I'm mentioning it. The wait for important information over here is definitely about not acting out rashly, staying calm, waiting for guidance. I feel like Spirit's really showing us pretty clearly what we're supposed to be doing, what we're supposed to be talking about. I think sometimes we feel like we're confused or we're feeling confusion because we don't actually want to do what we're being guided to do, right? I feel like this energy of self-care and her like taking care of herself strongly. And I want to tell you the story, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, Rosa, wanting to tell the story, or if it's, like part of it. But I felt it when I was reading the message, the oracle message for the Divine Feminine. I'm just going to tell you the story. Something happened to me today. I had to run to this little local dollar store that I go to, to get like some immediate needs. And there was a comment made to me about someone else. And it just got me thinking, like I couldn't even hear what the person was saying to me because in my mind, I was just thinking like, wow, like, why are we always like so busy worrying about what someone else is doing or judging someone else or talking shit about someone else instead of just worrying about what we're supposed to be doing? You ever wonder that? I don't know. It just blows me away. I used to have this friend, like her biggest hobby was gossiping. Like she just really liked to talk about other people. When her friends would come and visit, what friends were left, it was like she just wanted to know what was going on in their world so that she could tell other people what was going on in other people's world, right? And most of the time people do this because, in their own world, there's not a lot going on, right? And it's like, I don't understand the purpose of that. Like Spirit really, I got some serious spankings when I was hanging around that person and definitely had to like remove myself. But it's like, I don't understand why people spend so much time and effort like worried about what someone else is doing or judging someone else's actions. Like just the fact alone that this person took time and effort and energy out of themselves to discuss this situation about this other person, like that's all that energy and effort and things they could be putting into themselves. Like they could be putting it into themselves and they could be making themselves better. They could be healing themselves. And it's like, we're always wanting to talk about like what other people are doing because we think that they're like hurting the world in some way. You know what's hurting the world? The gossiping is hurting the world. The judgment is hurting the world. The lack of self-awareness is hurting the world. Like this person that told me this thing about the other person has some serious problems like of their own. And it's like, this is not the biggest problem here, this thing that she was telling me. You know what I mean? Like the biggest problem here is like you know what I mean? Like, and it just baffles me the lack of self-awareness. You know what I mean? So there's something here for Divine Feminine about self-awareness, being focused on your self-care, not acting out rashly. It was very hard for me not to just look at this person and be like, let me tell you something. You know what I mean? But I'm not, I don't know. It's like Spirit. Sometimes I'm allowed to do it and sometimes I'm not. Today was one of those. I'm not. It's not my business. It's not my problem. I can't exert my energy on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know why I just felt the need to like bring this situation up. It's like, wait for important information, to use this time to focus on you, take care of you. Self-care, definitely very important at this time. All right, great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Let's see, this is going to be our bridging energy. Um, 36. It says, message, know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. Good. I'm so glad I just shared that story with y'all. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to or not. All right. It says, the card was inspired by Jesus, who is one of the most widely acknowledged and loved spiritual teachers of all time. There is a great teacher in every tradition, and this card represents the one to whom you feel closest, as well as the great teacher within. The great teacher wears simple clothes here to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, it can be incredibly spiritual one. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity, harmony, because he's absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him. And the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayers through signs and experiencing peace and joy. This card can represent a teacher in your life or a great teacher within. Either way, it shows you that you've dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You're having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There is a great chance that if you've been having any challenges recently, you've surmounted them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that are helping you, your spiritual connection. If you feel you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card is confirmation that these have indeed been holy experiences. How beautiful. All right, so here is what I'm picking up. One, do you guys see how everyone is awake? Do you see how masculine and feminine energy is awake? Receiving these massive downloads, experiencing these huge spiritual lessons. Do y'all remember in 2020 when I first came out and started doing these readings and the masculine energy had no idea what was going on? So the first thing I noticed from the great teacher message was, wow, right? Look how far we've come. All right, let's clarify a little bit. Just seeing the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. All right, I want to start with the masculine energy, water guardian, connect with your emotions. It's almost like this masculine has suffered some loss, and it's like they're trying not to feel their feelings, or they feel shame for having emotions or feelings in the first place. All right, we have Page of Pentacles. The word I heard was inexperienced. We have Eight of Pentacles. It's going to have something to do with work, job, career. And Two of Wands, important decision to make. It could have something to do with traveling. It could have something to do with expectations. This masculine could have had a bigger expectation in a work situation that maybe turned out a lot smaller than they had expected. They could have been waiting for an offer. This could be about a raise or a promotion. And like Page of Pentacles, like it's small. It's not what they wanted. It could have something to do with like having to start over, having to start a new journey, having to take a different direction, a different route. Pentacles are strong, so masculine energy, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, let's look at the feminine energy. What's the oracle? Wait for important information. We have the sun. We have judgment. And we have the Three of Wands. Look at the major arcanas On the bottom, we have the star in reverse, Aquarius energy. The sun is, I mean, it's bright joy and happiness, yes, but it's also like a light is being shined. Something's being made brighter. Something's being made bigger, shown to you bigger. Judgment is here. It's the card that represents hearing your calling. It represents following your purpose. And Three of Wands, taking action towards your future. So it's like you're in this moment where I feel like you've probably already started to follow purpose. You could be coming out of dark night of the soul with that sun card. You could be feeling like you're lingering, not sure which direction or what step to take next. Again, the message was wait for important information. The sun is Aries. Judgment is Scorpio. I know a lot of you guys will tell me, like my sun sign is Aries. So people, will say, I'm an Aries. You actually are all 12 signs. All 12 signs. So, for example, if you're watching this reading and you're Scorpio sun, and I'm reading for Aries, you could go look on your chart and see what Aries means to you. What part of your chart does it rule? Which house does it rule over? Each house is going to represent an area of your life, and you're going to have that energy in that area of your life. Where is Scorpio for you, Divine Feminine? All right, great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Eight of Wands, sudden changes, quick information. This is what you're waiting for. Five of Pentacles, it's okay to ask for help. And Eight of Swords is here. Eight of Swords is self-restriction. Five of Wands is on the bottom. Five of Wands is training. I feel like you're waiting for information to come in. Some of you could have already experienced some sudden changes. Five of Pentacles also talks about abandonment and rejection, inner child wounds. Eight of Swords is why this great teacher is here. I'm going to say something that might shock some of you. I guess it depends on how far you are in your awakening. For those of you that are on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey, remember I always say that twin flame is just a type of awakening journey. People can experience spiritual awakening from different things. Trauma is what causes spiritual awakening. It's a breakdown of the mind. When people experience a twin flame spiritual awakening, and when people experience a twin flame spiritual awakening where someone, a person in the 3D, like activates their awakening or catapults them into their awakening. I used to say that the twin comes and wakes you up. They come and wake you up because normally we're stuck in these like karmic situations or karmic cycles. And then the twin is supposed to be a reincarnation of your soul. So it's like your soul comes to you and says, hey, you got something you're supposed to be doing over here. Why are you staying stuck in this lower vibrational energy? What I realized, and I feel like the message, people say, Rosa, you've been saying this from the beginning. I have been, but it was a message that I received, and that's why I was saying it, because I kept hearing it. And the message was that it's not about the person, It's about the purpose. The interesting thing that I'm figuring out in my journey is I did experience this type of awakening where someone came and woke me up. And for the longest time, I had that person like on a pedestal, right? Because I was like, oh my gosh, this person is powerful. They've completely transformed my whole life. It hasn't been until recently that I realized it was never that person. It was never that person. It was always spirit. It was always my higher self. We put labels on everything, like God, source, spirit. Those are all just labels. Jesus was something that kept coming up for me in my awakening as I was working through Dark Night of the Soul. And I wasn't exactly like really religious. I would say that I was probably more like Christianity was probably more common or normal to me, I guess, or I knew more about that religion than any other religion. And mind you, my mom, she was a very fascinating person. We went through several different religions when I was younger. So it was just something, I guess, that as I grew up older, it was just, my kids went to Christian churches. I didn't necessarily go to church really until my oldest would make us go. So when I was having the awakening and I was seeing Jesus or seeing like Jesus references all the time, I was like, why? Why is this happening? Like, why this guy? And I started studying like all these different religions and like their guys because, I just was like, I didn't want to be pinned down to one. I was like, why is this one, the energy that keeps, coming? And I was told so many different things, like the Christian people, they'll come and tell you that it's because, Christianity is the only true religion. Which is not true, nonsense. But, I got a lot of those types of comments, right? And then I get further through my awakening journey, and I start to learn about Christ consciousness. And that's Jesus, right? Like that's what Jesus was portraying or like trying to teach us, right? Christ consciousness. It's a way of being that really just represents goodness, kindness, compassion, love. It's unconditional love. That's it. And it wasn't until very, very, very recently in my journey, I would say in the last month, that I realized what that phrase, it's not about the person, it's about the purpose, really meant. It wasn't a person that woke me. It was Jesus, right? It was Jesus teaching us Christ consciousness. That's who woke us. So when I say it is not about the person, I really, really, really mean that. And when we start seeing these energies as one, and when we start seeing these energies as internal, and as when we start seeing this energy as our teacher, that's when I think the biggest movement or like the biggest leveling up happens. And I would say that that was all downloads I received through the Pisces lunar eclipse. Is the time we're in now challenging? Yes. It's this 5 of Wands. But we're training. This is training. It's not Five of Swords. They're not stabbing and killing each other. They're preparing themselves for something. That's why we had to be taught how to save ourselves. That's how come we had to learn about self-worth and self-value and self-care and self-healing, so that we could get out of this energy that we were in when this person woke us up. And how interesting. We started out with a water sign, but a lot of earth energy and a lot of fire energy. For me personally, that definitely rings true. I think sometimes that's why there's so much confusion over who is who. Who's a twin? Who's the karmic? Who's the soulmate? I think that's why we see things like walk-ins. Because it was never about that person. And it was always about God's purpose. And I think it's funny because we want to say it's our purpose. And I mean, again, labels, it doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. It's like when you're following your purpose, the ego is gone. Like, you know, it's not you. It's so easy, so clear. All right, let's do guidance for the collective with Tree of Life. The family card comes out. I'm going to read it out of the book. The sapling card comes out. We read that last night. The hollow card comes out. It's almost like you've cleaned out the clutter and it's like you're ready to fill it with something. All right, let's look at the family card. I feel like family has been really important for twin flames. All right, number 71. The family card says the world. Universality. I can't even say it. Have mercy. Completeness, diversity, inclusivity, expansiveness, benevolence, success, extreme action, domination, and inner struggle. If you have chosen the Tree of Life family card, you're entering a very important phase with enormous implications. This card is all about your purpose in the world and living your life to the fullest. I freaking love Spirit, and I love this oracle set. I feel like it just wraps it up, everything I just said, every single time. It says, you may influence people in a huge way. When you're fulfilled and happy, the bounty of it creates much abundance all around you. By being yourself and using all of your talents and gifts to the fullest potential, the benefits stretch way beyond you. You have the ability to influence people and systems far and wide in your unique own way. Through your struggles, remember too that it takes time to develop, to learn all the lessons you came to learn, and to feel that you are fully self-actualized. Some talents may be on hold while you develop other talents or attend to other important needs. All your experiences are part of your ultimate purpose. You can't acknowledge your uniqueness. You have specific gifts to give the world, and with intention stated, you can live your true potential. You can have it all, but maybe not all at once. Tree of Life family card is about working together to make the world a better place. We may experience extreme weather, war, and other calamities, but still find peace. Through recognizing the diverse talents with gifts of others, you honor your own abilities. Encouraging others on their journey is to reinforce your own strength as you grow. Reach up and stretch your limits. You become more and more yourself each day that you respond with benevolence to the world around you. You create your own sense of completion through each life lesson, and though we are each unique in this world, we are one. We're all part of the beauty, the knowledge, the drama, the good, the evil, the young, the old of this world. We are all aspects and reflections of one another. That's going to be your collective. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and we're going to start with Aries. How do you guys feel about the collective? Do you feel like it rung true? Do you feel like you connected with one side more than the other? Let me know. If you're not too shy, let me know in the comments. Dream sequence says, yes, it resonates. Sandra says, Divine Masculine helps me understand better our situation. So that's what I'm asking. Do you feel like the Divine Masculine side sticks out to you more, and that's more of what's happening in your situation? And if so, is it possible that there is an imbalance? All right, so how I'm going to do it, let me grab the Numerology Oracle. I'm going to use the Angels and Ancestors for Energy of the Week. I'm going to use the Inner Eye Oracle for the main spread, and a Tree of Life Oracle for guidance, Moonology to close it out. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier, Dream Sequel. There's really no such thing as a false twin flame. And I honestly don't believe in walk-ins either. It's because we're putting the human person on a pedestal. And that's why we believe that we have things like walk-ins or false twin flames. It was never about that person. It was about the Christ consciousness. It was about that energy, your soul contacting you and awakening you to that energy. Dana says, I love that you're using those cards for fire signs. Dana gifted me the Angels and Ancestors. We've had them for a little while. It's weird because I felt this draw to purchase new cards, but we're in this limbo energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like we haven't quite. How many of you are learning about? I don't know, if I should go into this or not. How many of you are learning about timeline shifting? Let me know in the comments if that's something that you're learning about. It's really common for twin flame collective. That is something that's being shown to us right now. And really, honestly, since 2022, timeline shifting has been something that's been shown to me. And it's almost like this energy where it feels like we had the opportunity to free will it, right? Or to jump when we wanted to. And now it kind of seems like we're being told when to go. So it's kind of interesting, I guess you could say. The Schumann resonance is really big when you study timeline shifting. So, yeah, these are just all things that Spirit's been showing to me and has been coming up for me for quite some time. Again, I feel like it's, for a certain reason. But it does kind of give us this energy of limbo. We had a little bit of, Pluto. It's really Pluto's fault, in case you guys were wondering. But it's like when Pluto was in that 29-degree Capricorn the first time and then moved into Aquarius, we were like, oh, age of Aquarius, we get to go, right? You may have purchased some new things around that time. And then it's like Pluto moves back to 29 degrees Capricorn in retrograde after being in Aquarius at 0 degrees for several months, right? So it's like we have a little bit of a backwards feeling. And it's like the older energies come up and feel a little stronger than the newer energies did. I guess that's the best way I can think of to describe it. But yeah, Pluto, and it's so funny to me they said that planet wasn't a planet. Like, they're crazy. Dream sequence. I am learning about timeline shifting, mind shift. I've watched a few videos on it. Sandra said, I love it. Dream sequences. I'm learning so much. I'm reading a lot on Christ consciousness. You guys remember the beginning when all the downloads came in, we're being guided and in spirit, everything seems so spiritual and holy, and you know what I mean? I mean, it's still that way as you get, further and further through. But I remember the beginning when it was like this moment, just like so much information and feeling such a strong connection to such, there's no word to explain it, but such purity, you know what I mean? Such, spirit. Yes, it's very true. Very true, Dream Sequel. And it's funny too, like when we first started awakening and we hear these words and we're like, oh my gosh, this sounds so Lulu Lala, right? And then we learn that it's it's a label. It's just a label. But we learn what it actually means, and then it's then it's on like Donkey Kong after that. And it's one of the easiest ways to tell if you're timeline shifting. And a lot of us, like I said earlier, we were given the opportunity to do it free will. And then it seems like collectively we're shifting when we're being told. And so that's, I just find it so weird. Because before it was like you would learn information and you had free will to do what you wanted to do, and then now it's kind of being put there. But I think it is going to be because of Pluto and Aquarius and Age of Aquarius. Everything is really changing, and it really is changing to a new world. But that's definitely one way you can tell. Like if you're wondering, am I timeline shifting? Am I in this collective? Am I experiencing these things? Think of the people that have fell out of your life for whatever reason, and think about how you literally do not see them anymore. I live in a very small town. I like for real literally see one person almost every freaking stinking day. It's like impossible to not happen unless I stay home and stay in my space, safe space. But other than that, like I won't see anyone. And so it's interesting to me You can tell when you're timeline shifting because people will just kind of fall away and you don't see them anymore. You don't run into them at the store. People don't talk to you about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they do, it's really rare situation. And you're like, oh, that one person, that one time I used to know. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you know your timeline shifting. And of course, when your life is coming into alignment, when you're timeline shifting, in case you didn't know what that meant, you're aligning with your best life. So it's like you're aligning with a life that has the least obstacles, the least challenges. And that's also why people are, like when you jump timelines, that's why those people, challenging people are not with you and you don't see them anymore. But yeah, that's what's happening. So if you were wondering if you're experiencing that, you probably are. And that's how you can tell. Diane says, I've been there. Super small town. She has been here. It's literally one street. And it used to be that when I would go to town and get on this one street to go to the grocery store, the gas station, wherever I got to go, I would see everybody because it was one small town with one small street. So you would run into literally everybody. And now I literally just see counterpart energy. And it's so triggering. It's so triggering, y'all. I'm totally having a vulnerable moment. Little insider Rosa journey. But it's so triggering every single time it happens. And it's like, today it happened and I get these like weird things that happen. Like I had an ear ringing. Sandra, do you remember when you messaged me about the ear ringing? You literally messaged me like right after it happened. And I think I didn't answer you back. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I love you. But I was, in town going to run an errand and it was so loud. It felt like my ear, like the inside of my eardrum or something was going to like crack or bust or like it got painful. Like normally that doesn't happen. Normally, and I don't know, I have a high pain tolerance, but like it just, I've never experienced it that high of a tone. And I was in a car with someone, I even said something. I was like, oh my gosh, it's ringing so loud because it scared me. Like I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, is my brain fixing to pop? You know what I mean? Like I didn't know. And so I said something so someone would know. You know what I mean? And while the ringing got so loud, it was one of those things where it's like, everything is blurry. I don't know if you guys have ever had like really bad ringing. Sometimes you can get nauseous. Sometimes the vision gets blurry. And it was all of those things. Like the nausea punched me right in the gut. And I'm sitting in a vehicle driving down the road. And so it's not like I can just go sit down. I was already sitting down. And it was just like, I thought I was going to fall over. And then it was like all the picture, like there's cars on the road. I remember seeing a cop car, but it's like everything got really blurry except the one vehicle. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's like tunnel vision. And it's like, really, like what the heck? And then I don't know, like what's that message? Like what is the point of that? What is the reasoning for this, nonsense? Like why? And I've always, you remember Miss L used to tell us like, if your left ear rings, it means this. And if your right ear rings, it means this. You guys remember that? So it's like, I do feel like there's some ringing that is like a warning system. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like a nervous system warning. I kind of, danger, Will Robinson, I kind of feel like sometimes they're ringing a certain pitch or a certain tone. Like that's what it means. But today it was left ear. It was just really, really sharp, really loud. It lasted, like, how sometimes it'll just be, for a moment. And I'm actually really honestly, collectively, we have a lot of ear ringing. It happens a lot for long periods of time. So long periods of time that we think we have that disorder that starts with a T. I can't ever say it, but so we'll go to doctors and have it checked out, come to find out like there's nothing wrong, right? But most of the time when it happens, it's really quick. It's enough to get our attention, and that's what it is. It's spirit getting our attention. And so it's like I'll pay attention to it. But like this one lingered. Like it kept going. Like I don't know how far we traveled in the car. It felt like forever. But it was like, I mean, it was just so extreme, so intense. And I don't know. I don't even understand it. But definitely triggered me, just kind of pissed me off. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm just frustrated. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this stuff that happens all the time, right? But yeah, then Sandra messaged me about the ear reading like literally 2 minutes after. It's normally what happens to you guys. Like if I'm questioning, is this me? Is it just me? Spirit will give me an answer right away. Like one of you will message me pretty quickly, in the same day, in the same hour, and let me know that, like collectively it's being experienced. So it's like, oh, it's not just me. I'm not just, whatever. Yeah, today was left ear, and it was, I don't even know. That was fierce. Like tears to my eyes, fierce. And I've never experienced it like that before. And nothing, like I said, I see that energy all the time. So it's like I don't even understand what the point of it was. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't, I don't know. That's why I say, like, I'm experiencing this awakening. I'm never going to come out here and be like, I know everything about twin flames, yada, yada, yada. Like, no, I'm learning as I go. Dream Sequence says, the left ear usually means spirit trying to give you a heads up about something. Yes, definitely. That's what Miss L used to tell us all the time. That was the first thing I noticed, that it was my left ear. But it was, like, just way louder than anything I had experienced before. I think sometimes the tone or the intentness could have something, especially when it's like counterpart stuff. I feel like it could have like some type of, like, is it possible that their energy or their whatever their frequency is at the moment, you know what I'm saying, impacts what the tone is? Like, is that possible? Like if they're triggered and now you're triggered, like is it going to be louder? You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that could maybe, who knows? Who knows? All right, let's get to it. I keep talking. 5722 for Aries. Aries, this is going to be for September 29th through October 5th. You do have the Libra solar eclipse coming in on October 2nd. And this energy is very much about bringing much needed balance and harmony to our life, in all areas of our life. So not just love, not just relationships. All right, I'm going to use angels and ancestors, and let's look at the energy of the week for Aries. We have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within, which is even holding fire. The Hermit is here, retreat and recharge. It's like you're unlocking spiritual magics. It's like you're conjuring something, bringing something forth, but it's definitely coming from within. There's something about the lotus position he's sitting in that's sticking out to me as well. All right, I'm going to use the Inner Eye Oracle next. And I'm going to look at challenge or obstacle. What's the challenge or obstacle for Aries when it comes to unlocking the magic within? The Six of Spades comes out. It's a solution and it shows a key. The Six of Spades can be translated to the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about being guided to calmer waters. It's like trying to come up with an answer. And the problem has something to do with like needing peace, needing harmony. Let's look at lesson learned that can help you, Aries, with the challenge or obstacle. I have a Strength card. It's giving some Leo energy. Seven of Clubs is Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about protecting yourself. We have the Male card. Four of Spades is going to be translated over into Four of Swords. The Male card is giving me this energy like you're receiving a package, you're receiving information, you're receiving something you've been waiting for. You're manifesting something, Aries. It's taking longer than you expected. That could be why the strength is needed. I feel like it's also a representation of it coming from internally. This is not a physical manifestation. You didn't go and sit down and do a ritual or practice something. This is something that you're creating internally. Official Things is on the bottom. All right, I'm going to use the Modern Goddess Tarot. Let's look at that Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. There's something about the fire element that's sticking out. And I mean, it just may be confirmation of your Aries energy. Three of Wands. The Judgment card again. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Wands, action towards your future. Judgment, your purpose, hearing your calling. Nine of Pentacles, getting to work. You've been waiting to plant a seed. You've been waiting to actually start doing something. So Knight of Pentacles is actually really slow moving energy. Everybody thinks that Knight of Pentacles is like hard work or get to work card. Actually, it means that you started a job, but you haven't finished it. Because you see, he's always got the pinnacle. The fields are always tilled behind him, and it's like they're ready to go, but he hasn't actually planted the seed. Again, this could be something to do with like not knowing which action to take when it comes to your purpose. So again, I don't say this is for your sun, moon, or rising. I know that we have all 12 energies. I know that all 12 zodiac signs impact our life in some way. So where is Aries for you? Where is Scorpio for you? And how could it connect to the work you're supposed to be doing for your purpose? Let's look at that solution card. So you're trying to find an answer, trying to find a key to unlock the door. The Sun comes out, Throne of Cups comes out, and the Lovers comes out. On the bottom, Queen of Pentacles could have something to do with resources, learning to become your own resource. It could have something to do with having your own business. The Self is here, like self-owned, that's not the right word. Throne of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine. It's about having control of your emotions. And the Lovers is my clue card for the Twin Flame Journey. But the actual meaning of the Lovers is when we choose to love and heal ourselves. Aries, it feels like could have been spending some time on you. You could have been really focused on self-care practices. You could have went through some major healing where you had to learn to regain control of your emotions. You could have a challenge or obstacle when it comes to a divine masculine counterpart. But I think you've done a lot of healing, a lot of self-reflecting, and you really genuinely could just be wondering where you're supposed to go next, what you're supposed to do next, what the next job is going to be. So we have Scorpio, Aries, and Gemini. Judgment, the Sun, the Lovers. Let's see what comes out for that Strength card. This is lesson learned. This is what you're going to do in order to get through this challenging event. I feel like you're waiting for something. You're waiting. We have Six of Pentacles coming out. It says you're going to get help. You're going to get assistance. Seven of Pentacles, big confirmation. It's patience, waiting. And Page of Cups, a new offer. Not just any offer. We have Crone of Wands on the bottom. It's about being confident in yourself, being confident in your abilities, what you're capable of doing. Page of Cups, slippery situation. You see the fish jumping out of the cup. I think the slippery situation is something you're going through right now, Aries, and you're having to be patient while the scales balance out, while something is being made right again. All right, male card was the outcome. It is Four of Spades, which does translate into Four of Swords. And Four of Swords is a blessing in disguise. So it's like there's something that you waited for that comes in, Aries, and it is some type of blessing in disguise. Maybe it doesn't look like anything big. It comes in a small envelope. It comes through the mail. Maybe it's an email, but it's like you open it up and it's way bigger than you had anticipated. Ten of Wands is here. It brings closure to Ten of Wands is like exhaustion, heavy burdens on your shoulders. When we see the Ten of Wands, we're actually supposed to lay our burdens down. The news could help you do that, just that thing. We have Nine of Swords, about processing trauma, and then we have the Empress, which is about your creative connection to spirit. On the bottom is the Devil card. You could be dealing with some Capricorn energy here. I think the Devil card is actually more about signifying hard work and dedication. So many major arcana is Aries. Remember, major arcana is divinely fated energy. So it's like spirit steps in. You have come to some completion. You've done something that required you process your traumas in order to have this spiritual connection. And it's like something that's going to help you release your burdens comes in this week. It somehow allows you to follow purpose in a faster manner. So Scorpio, Judgment, Aries, the Sun, Gemini, the Lovers, Libra, Venus energy, the Empress. All right, let's pull some guidance from the Tree of Life Oracle for Aries. I agree with that, Dream Seeker. I am definitely one that says you can just speak it into existence. Some people have gotten so like far through their ascension their healing, their awakening, that it's like they just think of something. It's like, bam, that's it. It's there. All right, we have this spring card coming out. So this could have something to do with the timing, especially if you're waiting for some type of news or some type of mail. We have the tree house card. We have the card that just shows us it comes with this oracle set and the winter card. This is giving me the take care of your needs type of energy. This is giving me like springtime, something's going to happen. Treehouse energy is giving me like young happiness, joy, youthfulness, excitement. I do feel like you've been waiting for something that's going to allow you to push forward through purpose. The Pentacles definitely could have something to do with, like, we've seen that Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you could have your own business. It could have something to do with like becoming your own resource. Bottom of the deck, we have the family card. I read the family card, which remember was all about purpose. So more confirmation with the collective reading. So Aries, the collective was right before your reading. So if you came in and watched the timestamps, I do recommend going back a little bit and watching the collective at the beginning of the live. All right, Moonology Oracle is next. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I do feel like you could be overthinking something. You're waiting for something. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Your dreams need a practical plan. It's new moon in Taurus. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Look at all the new moons. It's very possible. We do have full moon in Taurus. So I talked about that energy a little bit. It's like this little bit of a limbo between the Pisces lunar eclipse and that Libra solar eclipse coming on October 2nd. Surrender to the divine, full moon. So you got 2 full moon cards, 2 new moon cards. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. All right, wrong one. Sorry. I'm going to clean up really quickly and we'll move on to Leo. Our new 2025 digital astrology and moon calendar is finally finished. And you can find that over on my new website. So if you guys haven't checked out our PLR website yet, the links are going to be in the description box. Dark Wizard 70 is Star. So I'm not sure if that's who it is, but I used to have a friend named Star. She actually ran my Facebook page when we very first started our PLR. And guys, I gotta go open the door real quick. Give me just a moment. All right. She says, it's me, Rosa. I was just checking. Sometimes I'll say something and then it's like somebody completely different. I'm like, oh, sorry. It's really interesting. We've actually never met. She was like a friend. She's a friend of a friend. And it's interesting. I haven't seen my friend, our mutual friend, in several years. But yeah, we've stayed connected all these years through PLR. And no, not Starluva. No. All right, let's timestamp Leo 1:15:35. Leo, this is going to be for September 29th through October 5th. So you do have that Libra solar eclipse coming in on October 2nd. And we did talk about that moon energy on Sunday night. So if you guys missed last night's live, you can find it over on my YouTube channel. I'm using angels and ancestors. Let's get your energy of the week for Leo. 2 cards come out. The High Priest, Intend and Create, and Sky Father, Trust in the Unknown. All right, so here's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up a lot of manifestation energy with the fire signs. I'm picking up a lot of alignment energy with the fire signs. We're done Aries. We're on Leo. We still have to do Sagittarius. But a lot of times, these elements will have a main theme. Like the fire will have a theme, water will have a theme, the air signs will have a theme, right? It seems that the theme for the fire signs is going to have something to do with manifestation. And here's the funniest part of all. We are right smack in this eclipse season. So I talked a little bit about this because we get a lot of people that say, astrologers that'll say it's not a good idea to try to manifest during this time. They'll say that if you do manifest this time, your manifestation can come in, but it may come in a more challenging way due to the eclipse. Okay, here's what I want to tell you. Me personally, Rosa, I have never had any issue manifesting something. If God wants me to have it, I get it. If God doesn't want me to have it, I don't get it. It's really that stinking simple. If you're worried about manifestation during eclipse season, here's the message I'm going to tell you. My guides have shown me that we can cleanse. We can cleanse ourselves during eclipse. You can cleanse yourself anytime, spiritually cleanse yourself anytime. Doesn't matter, eclipse, no eclipse, doesn't matter. So if you're worried about manifestation, do a spiritual cleansing so that you're making room and you're opening yourself up to receive. Because what's meant to be yours cannot pass you, regardless of your lack of knowledge, regardless of your lack of action. If it's meant to be yours, if God wants you to have it, you're going to get it regardless. It's like me and Dream Seeker were talking earlier. We can burn bay leaves all day long, or we could just think something. And it's like, if God wants us to have it, it's going to come in. If he doesn't, it's not going to. If it doesn't align with where we are on our path right now in that moment, doesn't mean you won't get it later. But if it doesn't align with where you are in that moment on your soul's path, then it's like you can manifest all day long till you're blue in the face and nothing's going to happen. With Aries energy, I felt like they had been manifesting all day long till they were blue in the face and nothing had happened. And now what's happening is like they're starting to see the sprinkle of the things coming in. I know that's very strong in my case. I have a lot of Aries in my chart. Aries rules my 10th house, which is career and reputation. I have my sun in Aries. I have Mars in Aries. Mercury's in Aries, right? A lot of energy. Leo rules my second house, right? Assets. But the whole point of all of this is that if you're worried about manifesting during this time, because I think we all are collectively, or we're all coming into alignment, right? Cleanse yourself, because that will help you be prepared to receive whatever it is that is coming in. You have High Priest, intend and create, and the Sky Father, trust the unknown. I almost said trust the universe, so that could be something. But it's like, again, Leo, you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to bring something in, and it's like, it's taking longer. And maybe because it's taking longer, maybe you're losing hope, Leo. Maybe because it's taking longer, you're starting to doubt yourself. Like there could be some self-doubt because the timing is not what you expected. And I'm definitely getting this energy, like intend and create. The High Priest is a very powerful card to come out with the Sky Father. It's like God is here. God has your back, Leo. It's like you're not just creating on your own. You're creating with God, with Source. This is like the best power to have when you're trying to manifest, right? So if you are by chance a Leo that is afraid to manifest during certain times, cleansing, you can cleanse at any time, and cleansing may be needed because it's like Spirit gave me this message to tell you, like, room needs to be made. It could have something to do with protection as well. Like maybe you need to be protected before something can come in. Oh, look at this. I'm going to say that's most likely it, because we see the snake card on the bottom of the deck and it says shed old skin. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on. So, challenge or obstacle. Why are you struggling to create? Why am I struggling to shuffle? I hit the camera. Sorry. All right. Relationship comes out, and it's like about putting the puzzle pieces together. Misfortune is in lesson learned, and the authority figure. Look at all of these powerful cards that are a representation of Source himself. How interesting is that? You have the satisfaction card, which is the Three of Swords on the bottom. There's something here about needing to be kind to yourself. Leo, I'm actually going to use the Gilded Tarot. What is it? Your comment got flagged. What does that mean? All right, Leo, I'm going to clarify. High Priest, intend and create. We have the Devil card coming out, Capricorn energy. Again, it's giving me hard work. There could be some connection, some, I wouldn't say toxic connection, but there's definitely like some type of unhealthiness in a relationship. There's going to be King of Swords here. King of Swords is about authenticity and speaking truth. And then we have the Empress here. Leo, you could be dealing with two masculine energies. You could be dealing with a masculine energy that won't speak up or won't speak truth. That could be what you're trying to manifest. Leo, you could be getting in a little bit of trouble here. Are you trying to push something that, like, it's not time, or Spirit's saying it's not time yet? The Chariot comes out. The Six of Wands comes out. And the Five of Pentacles comes out. The Chariot is ride or die, my way or the highway. Six of Wands is notice me, trying to get notoriety, attention. And then Five of Pentacles is like prayer, asking for help. Leo, you could be manifesting that someone you feel connected to notices you. You could be praying because you feel like someone has left or abandoned you. You could be starting to put the pieces together about a relationship. Let's look at that misfortune card. We have Three of Pentacles. Misfortune is that you're having to do something on your own. Five of Wands says it's training. Ace of Swords, new clarity, new understanding. Leo, you're trying to manifest or push in divine masculine. I could be talking to a divine feminine. There's something you're doing that is like pushing divine timing. And divine timing is going to be divine timing. So all that's going to happen is you could make something more challenging. I think you're tired of doing something on your own. You're ready for a partner. I almost said partner in crime. But it's like ride or die partner. Someone who won't leave or abandon or reject you. Someone who communicates honestly. Spirit saying, hold on to your britches, Leo. You're pushing something and it ain't quite ready. You're pushing something, Leo, and it's not quite time. The authority figure, which is very much spirit, God, source. King of Cups comes out, divine masculine. I could be talking to a divine masculine. Ace of Wands, fate, destiny. And Eight of Pentacles, work, focus. It's clearly a message from spirit that spirit. See, here's the thing. We all think that it's about us. We all think it's about us. We all think it's about us humans in this life, in this little bleep moment, in this infinite time, and our one relationship with this one person, again, bleep moment in this infinite time, and it has nothing to do with that. Nothing whatsoever. So I feel like I'm talking to a Leo that you could be talking to a masculine Leo, and you're trying to push the connection with the feminine. It could be the opposite way. I'm coughing, so it's like you could be trying to push communication. New passionate action. And Spirit's asking you to stay focused. Stay focused and stay dedicated. Control your emotions. Capricorn energy coming out strongly. Libra again. Cancer energy with the Chariot. All right. I got on a tangent about whether you could manifest during eclipse season or not. And I'm glad that I pointed out that it doesn't matter if Spirit says no, it's a no. I mean, until Spirit says it's time for something to happen, it's just not going to happen. It's like you could be using these resources, this energy, this effort elsewhere. We have the autumn card. It can be a timing. We have the woman card, and we have the child card. A little bit of inner child healing is what's needed here as well. Love is on the bottom, so I am getting a strong twin energy, a strong, divine masculine, divine feminine. Your energies are very entwined, but there's something about divine timing here. There could be a child involved. All right, Moonology Oracle. Close it out for Leo. It's like they only notice our little channel when we're doing something they don't like. All right, Leo, thoughts and emotions. Don't let your past hold you back. It's the South Node. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's full moon in Capricorn. And the last one for Leo, balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's full moon in Pisces. We just had that full moon Pisces. Lunar eclipse. A new start is coming. New moon is on the bottom. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm about to go over here to YouTube and check out. Like, what does it say? Try. Oh, thank you, Star. I don't see the comment. Is that why? Like, is it flagged that it takes it away? And how are they able to do that? Let me see if I can see it on the StreamYard. I don't know. I only said that Grease was a good movie. I don't even see the part where it says Grease was a good movie. So is it because I don't understand why it would be flagged? Like, did you use a curse word? Thank you. I mean, it's not like, the YouTube gods are pretty powerful, so it's not like I can just go knock on their door and be like, hey, we're going to fight. You know what I mean? But I just like to know, like, why? What was it? I didn't get done cleaning up in my video. Sorry. There's no bad words. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing that I have set, like on our YouTube settings, is for curse words. And I want to say it doesn't let you put links in. So other people couldn't come in and put a link that said, hey, come over to my channel for something. And then you click on it and it's like a virus or something. So you should be able to put links, and then there's, no curse words. Like, I don't understand why I'm moving. But I get in trouble for saying things. So it's like, and sometimes they're not like really bad words. I've heard much worse on YouTube. It's like sometimes I'll say something that'll be like, And Diana says, I save the bad words for our private conversations. I've never seen the movie Grease. Never. It's a musical, though, right? I know. I got a thing with the musicals. But now that I'm thinking about the movie, like it was about the guy and the girl and the I don't know, the hair. I remember the greasy hair. But yeah, I've never seen that movie. I watched a good movie the other day. I really, I don't know. I'm a rebel, y'all. I'm watching a lot of stuff I'm not supposed to be watching. I watched Mr. Ballin the other day. I'm not supposed to be watching that. I kind of miss it sometimes. I'm telling you, Pluto's fault because it went back into Capricorn. But I watched this movie called Lou. So it's on Netflix. It's called Lou. I've seen the lady that does, that's the main character. That's Lou in the movie. In other like comedy shows, she was on a sitcom called Mom. You guys remember that? She was the mom, or she was the grandmother, I guess, on the sitcom Mom, the older lady on that sitcom. And she's in this movie called Lou, and in the sitcom, she plays this like ditzy, airheadishy type of person. You know what I mean? Kind of just out there, not very grounded person, right? In the movie, she plays this major badass. So I'm just, if you haven't seen it, Lou, just something to watch. There's no like spiritual meaning or nothing behind it. It was just me procrastinating work that I was supposed to be doing when I watched that movie, Lou. All right, let's do Sagittarius. Let's do 13642. All right, Sagittarius, September 29th through October 5th, and your biggest cosmic influence is going to be the Libra solar eclipse, which comes in on October 2nd. This eclipse energy, excuse me, um, it's Libra, so it's all about balance. But a lot of times we think that it's only relationships because Libra does rule natural ruler of the seventh house, which is relationships. But this particular solar eclipse is actually bringing us, sometimes I call it forced alignment, but it's what it's happening. It's aligning us to where we're supposed to be. So the energies are more about balance in all areas of your life, not just relationships. I mean, you'll most likely, Sagittarius, see that energy easier balancing out in relationships, but it's going to be all areas. All right, I'm using angels and ancestors, so let's get your energy of the week for Sagittarius. September 29th through October 5th. Direction Guardian, choose your path. On the bottom, Protection Guardian, drop your shield. So this is giving me energy that you're already protected. So it's like you could have a shield up guarding yourself when it comes to a situation, a place, a job, a person, a romantic relationship, a connection of some sort. It's like you have your guard up, and Spirit saying you're already protected. You don't need to have this guard. There's something about opportunities. I'm kind of seeing the World card with the Direction Guardian, like closing out old chapters and starting new chapters. You have an opportunity to start some type of new journey, new path, new chapter, but it's like you're gonna have to put that guard down. You're gonna have to open yourself up to something in order to receive this new opportunity to take like a new direction. All right, let's use the inner eye oracle next. And I'm going to look at the challenge or obstacle with choosing your path. It's like all directions are opened up to you, but for some reason you're not making a move. And it could be that guard. You're so guarded that you're not able to see your next move. That's very possible. All right, challenge your obstacle. We have the Lover. Wow, I didn't see that coming, Sagittarius. I mean, the Lover could be the card for the twin journey. I could be talking to a Sagittarius who has this spiritual connection, who, you know, they've catapulted their spiritual awakening. Now it's time to travel. That happens often in twin flame journeys. And you may be fearful of moving away. There's something, like I'm actually sensing anxiety about being a distance away from something or someone. The work card is here. This is a lesson learned that can help you with the challenge or obstacle. It's not very uncommon. It's actually more common that twins meet in a work environment. So I find that pretty interesting. But there's something about like grinding the gears, staying focused, staying dedicated, getting a job done. And outcome is communication. All right. So I could be talking to a twin that's in separation. There's a gift on them. And you could be manifesting communication. That could be the direction that you're taking. All right, let's look at direction, Guardian. Choose your path. All directions are open. All opportunities at this time. First one to come out, Six of Wands, getting noticed. This is like someone noticing your achievements. This is almost, I know we're looking at lover situation here, but this could be a work situation where it's like you now have a new opportunity because someone finally acknowledges your work or gives you credit for something. Maybe this is like a raise that you've been deserving of, but waiting for, something like that. Knight of Wands is here. I almost wanted to say this is going to translate into Knight of Cups. That Jack of Hearts is going to translate into Knight of Cups. And Knight of Cups is a little bit of a player energy. Someone who takes their cup around, trying to get anyone and everyone to fill that cup. And it is because they are struggling to learn how to refill their own cup. They're struggling to learn how to love themselves. The Knight of Wands, reckless energy, and the Ten of Wands is here. You're going to have an opportunity to end a period of time that has been very challenging for you, very hard. That's literally what Ten of Wands means. It's hard. And it's like, because life has been hard, you're getting this new opportunity to make a different decision. And Spirit's asking you not to be reckless in a situation. Not to be reckless in a situation. To get excited about being able to receive this opportunity where you're able to lay these burdens down. All right, let's look at the Lovers card. Page of Wands, somebody's watching. Five of Pentacles, it's okay to ask for help. We've seen this card in all three fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've seen the Five of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a very challenging card. It says it's okay to ask for help. In the World card, so big confirmation for Sagittarius. You're closing out an old chapter and about to start a new chapter. You don't want to be reckless. knowledge is power. But there's definitely something about twin counterpart, and there's something about no communication. The work hard, or like grinding the gears, or getting to work. The Seven of Pentacles comes out, says be patient. It's almost time for something. Two of Swords is about feeling stuck, not sure which direction to take. Justice is here. Justice is Libra energy. This could be signifying that solar eclipse that's coming in on October 2nd. And there's definitely no communication, misunderstanding, not sure how to make something work again. And it's like communication comes in. That is going to be the outcome. Let's see if we can find out what that communication is about. Seven of Wands is about healthy boundaries and enforcing those boundaries. It's about protecting something. Five of Swords is here. There could be some disagreements in that conversation. And Two of Pentacles is here. Two of Pentacles is about getting your footing. Getting balanced. King of Wands is on the bottom. King of Wands is about having confidence, understanding what you're capable of. Sagittarius, you have the World card and you have Justice, major arcanas. So like Spirit is bringing you a new opportunity. All right. Tree of Life Oracle for guidance. We have the Forest card. Every time I see that card, I definitely get that message. You can't see the forest through the trees. A different perspective. There's a bigger picture here. We have the Summer card. That could have a timing. We have the Bonsai card. We have Branches Fallen. On the bottom, again, Fallen. Branches Fallen talks about how it's important to trim away anything that is stagnant. It could be slowing you down. Bonsai is where you're headed. This is all about abundance, fruition, manifestations coming true. The Summer card could be giving us a timing, Sagittarius, like something comes in for you next summer. The opportunity, you could be getting an opportunity now, but like you actually don't make the move until next summer. All right, Numerology Oracle to close it out for Sagittarius. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I do feel like you're overthinking something, overworrying about something, and Spirit's a little worried that you may be reckless. If something you're waiting for something, it's taking too long, you may be reckless. So be patient. Seven of Wands landed on that Seven of Diamonds, which is Seven of Pentacles. So it's like you need to be patient, and again, could have something to do with a work situation. What do you need to release? It's going to be this energy up here, the waxing moon. Take time to breathe out this mentally moon and hold your vision. Don't give up. You're very, very close to something, Sagittarius. It's the fixed moon. A new start is coming, new moon on the bottom. You've seen that Libra energy October 2nd. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it right there. And that's it, guys. That's your fire sign for the week of September 29th through October 5th. I hope those were helpful. If they were, guys, please remember to hit that thumbs up button for me. Make sure to like, comment, share, all those good things. I will put timestamps in after this live stream is over. So if you missed any of them, you can find those timestamps in the description box. I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. I do appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out with me. My moderators, thank you, ladies, so much. Star, it was so nice to see you again. Guys, don't forget our 2025 moon calendar and moon phase planner is now available over on my website. And the links for all of that information is going to be in the description box of this video. All right, guys, I will see everyone tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're going to do water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I hope to see all of you there. And I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.